Imagine you spend 6 months making the best video of your life. Hundreds of hours of research, writing, editing. You upload it, and YouTube pays you about as much as a weekend of DoorDash shifts. Meanwhile, the 10-minute video you threw together in an afternoon, that one did fine, maybe better. If you're a creator, you already know why. The algorithm doesn't reward quality, it rewards volume. And every serious creator eventually runs into the same wall. The work you're proudest of is the work you can least afford to make. I hit that wall too. And instead of making another how to beat the algorithm video, I built something else entirely. I built a cinema. Here's the trap, and I want to name it precisely because I've lived it. YouTube's business model is attention. To keep you relevant, the algorithm demands a steady drip of content, a video a week minimum. Miss a few weeks and your reach quietly evaporates. So creators who want to make ambitious, long-form work end up spending most of their time making small, filler videos just to keep the channel alive. You become a farmer who spends all day watering the lawn and never gets to plant the orchard. And it's getting worse. Even creators who do feed the machine consistently are finding the algorithm increasingly erratic. A video that would have done 100,000 views last year does 8,000 this year, and nobody can tell you why. Building a livelihood on that is like building a house on a fault line. But here's the deeper problem, and this is the part almost nobody talks about. On YouTube, your work is content, and content is worth whatever advertisers will pay to interrupt it. A few dollars per 1,000 views, no matter whether the video took you an afternoon or a year. The problem isn't your work ethic, it isn't your niche, it's the business model. Ad-supported platforms structurally cannot pay you for depth, they can only pay you for frequency. So what if we stopped asking the algorithm for permission? Here's a question that changed how I think about all of this. Why does nobody complain that movies aren't free? Think about it. When a film you're excited about comes out, you don't wait for an algorithm to maybe show it to you. You see a date, you buy a ticket, you show up at a specific time in a room with other people, and you watch it together. And the filmmaker gets paid because you valued the work enough to pay for it directly. Cinema solved the creator payment problem 100 years ago. 3 ingredients. A scheduled event, not watch whenever, be there at 8 p.m. Friday. A ticket, direct payment from the people who actually value the work. A shared room. Watching together is a different experience from watching alone. Scarcity, direct payment, and community. YouTube stripped out all 3 and replaced them with infinite free content and an ad model. That's great for viewers, it's brutal for makers. So I asked, what if independent creators could have what filmmakers have? Not a studio deal, just a cinema. That's what Genesium Cinema is. A virtual cinema where you are the studio. Here's how it works. 1. You upload your film, your documentary, your series premiere, your passion project, the big work you couldn't justify making for ad revenue. 2. You schedule a screening, a real showtime, Friday at 8. Your audience doesn't scroll past it in a feed, they mark their calendar for it. 3. You set your ticket price, $1, $5, whatever your work is worth to your audience. That's your call, not an advertiser's. And you keep 90% of every ticket. The house takes 10%, and there's a modest screening fee that covers the professional streaming infrastructure behind the scenes. That's it. No mystery math, no CPMs, no yellow $ demonetization roulette. You can calculate your revenue on a napkin, seats times ticket price times 0.9. And I want you to actually do that napkin math because this is the part that rewired my brain. On YouTube, 1,000 views on a long-form video might earn you a few dollars. At Genesium, 100 fans buying $5 tickets earns you $450. One screening, 100 people. You don't need 1 million viewers. You need 100 true fans who'll show up on a Friday night. If you've been creating for any length of time, you already have them. But here's the thing I didn't expect when I built this. The ticket isn't even the best part. The best part is the room. Every screening at Genesium has a live chat, a lobby before the show, and the theater during it. Which means a screening isn't a video, it's an event, it's a premiere. Your fans aren't watching alone in a feed, one thumb flick away from leaving. They're in a room together, reacting to the same moment at the same time, meeting each other and talking with you. As the creator, you can sit in your own premiere and watch your audience experience your work live. If you've never felt that, I promise you, it's the thing we all actually got into this for. And it goes beyond creator events. It's a place for film lovers to find their people, for long-distance couples to have a movie night in the same theater from different continents, for strangers who love the same obscure genre to become friends in the lobby. YouTube gave us reach. It never gave us a room. This is the room. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. My audience is used to free. They won't pay. Two things. First, you're not asking everyone to pay. You're asking your true fans to buy a ticket to an event. That's a different psychological transaction than putting a paywall on content. People pay for events every day. They pay for occasions. Second, this isn't YouTube or Genesium. It's YouTube and Genesium. Keep your channel. Use free content for what it's genuinely good at: discovery, reach, finding new fans. Then give your biggest, best work the premiere it deserves, where the people who love it can pay you for it directly. YouTube is your trailer. Genesium is your box office. I built Genesium because I was tired of watching the best creators I know, people pouring months into extraordinary work, get paid like they'd made filler. I built it for a friend of mine, a screenwriter, who made ambitious films that the internet never paid him fairly for. And I built it for me, honestly, because I want to spend my life making the big projects, not feeding an algorithm that was never designed to reward them. If that's you, if you've got a big project gathering dust because the math never worked, the math works now. Signing up is free. Make your profile, walk into the lobby, catch a screening, see how it feels. And when you're ready, schedule your first premiere. Set a date, sell some tickets, give your work an opening night. The link is in the description. I'll see you in the lobby.